Hello, I'm Nandan Das from my channel with Nandan Das. Today again, CBSE class for class 12 and of course chapter 1. This one is history of fashion. Today, I will share with you industrial evolution. Yes, industrial evolution, the start time basically is based in Europe. We know that is mid of 18th century. Okay. Basically, when we are studying fashion designing and our subject is fashion studies, so basically we'll discuss what is the effect of industrial revolution, what is the effect based on our garments industry and basically our textile industry. Okay, so and what is the result? What is the which things is got from industrial revolution? Main things is got, that is our muslin, gauzy and Greek steadily. This all material basically start from is one of how to say these things, our product and industrial revolution. Of course, Coventry silk. Now we'll go for a little bit brief things is how to start. Why? The prior of industrialization of fabric production in the 18th and 19th century. Okay, so it's 18th and 19th. The fabric cost, this is basically is 18 to 19. The cost was too high, which prohibited most people from the possessing too many cloths, and the most people had to spin their yarns. Okay, the maximum people, they made themselves whatever their productivity needs, webs and knit their own fabric and then sew their own cloths. This is the garments is based on the 18th and 19th century. They have own loom. They initially first they start the spin and then all the material textile, and then after that one they stitch their own material, own cloths. The most people had to spin that sign, own yarns, webs and knit their own fabrics and then sew their own cloths in their spare time. Okay, this is the time of maximum people, they have own loom, they spin their basically the first is create the textile and then sew their own clothes. Okay, in the mid of 18th century, a general change in Western countries, basically in England, based on that, the middle class grew stronger and began to actively participate in trade and industry. Basically, this trade, this garments industry, basically so it depends on the rich people. But in this time, the 18th century, the maximum there the middle class from, they start to plan something that way. Okay, every phase of life was affected, including textile and costume. Basically, that I mentioned in England, the industrial revolution rapidly transformed the country. Several new inventions followed by developed the industrial spinning and weaving center. While this speeded by the process of textile production, they also led to riots and law considerably. The laws were passed to stop their implementation due to their fear, their increased mechanization, due to their create unemployment. So this time is create the problem, because when the middle class families start to do something within England, they basically create the law that you don't want to start. Everywhere it's known, it's history. So this way, another contribution to the changes was opening of new markets in basically not in England, also in Spain, the Spanish colonies especially that is start from, and imports of Indian cotton. Yes, Indian cotton is it was a rich history. Do you know that's one? I'm just sharing you one thing is whatever in Egypt, that is called the mummy, that's the material, it's from India. Not only this one is in Bengal, and the area is Fulia Nadia. Do you know this one? So Indian textile is always is rich. Basically Indian muslin, the muslin history. That's in one matchbox, we can keep like in 10 meters material. It's possible to keep it in one matchbox. Yes, it is our history as Indian rich history in textile industry. So Indian cotton and French silk mills. So basically the Spanish colony, they start to imports of Indian cotton and French silk mills. The British textile industry primarily produce broadcloth. Basically, before, when the loom was very small one, so like in 36 inches, the width. But from that time, they start to increase their width. If the width is bigger, so basically, when we'll study fashion designing in fashion studies, definitely I will share, if the width is bigger, then it's reasonable. We need very few material to create a cloths, create some, whatever the garments. That we'll share with you. So from that time in industrial evolution is one of the outcome, that is the Spanish colony, the imports of India cotton and French silk mills. The British textile industry primarily produce basically the broadcloth. Manchester transformed itself from a market town to the center of the cotton industry, while Norwich produced the wool and Coventry silk. That's I mentioned. Yes, this is also outcome of Coventry silk, the time of this industrial revolution. The fall in price, as a result, mechanization opened up the world market for England. Yes, when the production is low cost, so basically people definitely will attract, people will collect that material that is reasonable to others. So cotton revolutions, European cloths, which the production of exclusive fabric such as lawn and the batiste, the vogue for cotton garments as well as accessories in lawn. Yes, that I discussed the muslin and gauze. Okay, this gauze grew steadily. This is the one of the material. The outcome is one of the outcome from that revolution time. An unexpected effect of the use of the cotton. The cotton cloth was transported to Africa, which it was who were then taken to new American states. Subsequently, the ship of the returns with raw cotton. So this is the one of the story that definitely in history we'll discuss about this later. So mechanical invention during industrial revolution. At the beginning of 18th century, most of the work related to the textile spinning. Yes, basically the industry, most of the things is depends on based on textile industry. Textile spinning and weaving was carried out of people's homes. A chain of invention changed the situation completely. The caused unrest among people, that machines which could do the work of several men would result in unemployment. Yes, you know, one of the times is Gandhiji starts, you know, this called in charkha. So that time, because his charkha, when the mechanical things is come, when the industry will improve, automatically it will start from the unemployment. Because I am sharing you one thing is, once typewriting, maximum people they're doing is they have a job, lots. After that, computer start to unemployment, because one computer can do the 10 people work together, and lots things computer can continue this one. We know this things is destroying all the things is all the way. Before the machines was not that way. Now the lots of the machines is coming like in embroidery. Before people prefer the hand embroidery. Now people prefer that is machines embroidery. Not the machines. Now the computer's embroidery is 1 hour. It's possible to 100 meters. They can continue the embroidery. So the same things is that time is the industrial is one of the outcome for this mechanical inventing during industrial revolution. So who the mechanics to the know the unemployment through the attempt were made by the brake machines. The process of mechanization continued. And also if this kinds of problem, definitely people will react, people will create. It was a part of 18th century. So please, my dear students, I'm just trying to give you the brief industrial revolution. Start from 18th to 19th. Yes, which material basically start to prefer? That is his lawn, batista, and also that's muslin. Initially, it is origin is from the England, and of course the result is unemployment, and that I share before the things is a very easy way. Try to understand the things is. Hope you like this class, my dear CBSE student. Please continue and please go through this. Tata, bye bye.